Hi, Leo. You are Pluto native. You don't know this yet, nobody knows, but Pluto is not the ruler of Scorpio alone. It is also the ruler of Leo, actually, as my channelings have led me to believe lately. And I've brought this up before, and I'll say it again. The sun does not have an agenda, the sun is just pure energy force. Leo, as all star signs, as all people, as all different constellations, as all little clusters of energy, does have an agenda because it's got an energetic force or pull. The sun is just pure. It just goes on automatic. It doesn't really have any kind of clustering or pulling or any kind of sensation in it, which is why the sun couldn't really power a constellation or really ignite the understanding within one person of who they are, because we all have the sun in us. We all have energy in us. The whole solar system is here because of the sun. We are all around the sun, but we are not around Pluto. Pluto thinks that he's the big guy, even though he's on the outside of the solar system. So basically, what we are looking at, what we are seeing with Leo, is that Leo is actually run by Pluto. But we've been giving him the title of the sun because it's been the patriarchal and, the socialist system that we've chosen for our countries for a long time. So anyway, without greater ado, let's talk about Pluto. Pluto in your sixth house. What the hell's going on? So you've got Pluto in your house of health. If you've got Sun, Moon, or Leo, Ascendant, and Leo. Sorry, I've been talking the whole day. So what's going on in your sixth house of health and work and any kind of system? Pluto in Capricorn from 2008 till 2023. Going through emotion with the physical, going through emotion with the practical. So you are going through an emotion of need. You are going through definition through the practical voids. Okay, so it's a really good time to ascend through work, my friend. It's a really amazing time to ascend through information technology. It's a really good time to ascend through the Virgin way of living. Thinking about things, sometimes digesting food, watching what you eat and how you put yourself to bed, watching how you are in this world. It's a really amazing time to ascend through the knowing that everything will be fine in the end. As soon as you've done it, you'll know it. Like, say you've done the work and you've done the exercise and you already know it. You can feel it in your body. Pluto's really, really kind and really gentle to you in this placing. So why are we talking about this then? Well, because Pluto is also incredibly egoic. You might have gotten by 2016 to the point where you're incredibly proud of your body. You're incredibly enlightened and enlivened, you think, by what you've accomplished with your work, and you're sort of like looking through system. Okay, if you say a musician, you put things together electronically, you might be a little bit proud of what you've done. If you're a dancer, and you've gotten to a really great technique level, just technique in any kind of system of being that person, you would feel incredibly polite, but also very proud inside. And what this has given Leo on the upper hand is that Leo's become a little bit bright and sparkly, okay, because this ego, this protrusion is intense, as it always is for Leo and Pluto, but it is on the inside because your sixth house of health and systems, work and things like that. So you've done the work, you've done the simple tasks, you put yourself together, you've carried it out, and here you are. And inside you feel a little bit dominant, but at the same time you don't need to run around yelling at people, telling them who they are and who they're not. And why is this? Is because Pluto is going through a transition with you, and it's teaching you how to gain more power over your health and how to gain more power in your life through the different systems that you contribute to and the different workloads that you've been putting yourself through in the last while. So how do we really look at that? So if we go back to 2007, we look at where you were. If you can remember yourself then, perhaps you were out of sorts, perhaps you were mentally unstable, perhaps you were falling apart. Energetically, you couldn't find the system that fulfilled you. You felt a little bit under the current of time and space. Perhaps you felt a little bit disassociated from your schemes. You didn't like the different systems of work that you had. Perhaps you didn't like your body and how it was functioning at the time. Perhaps you had different, I want to say, noises in your belly and just lots of things that were happening in your system. Perhaps some kind of parasitic invasion. Basically, By 2007, you would have realized that your health is not well. Now, how to deal with it? And what are we doing here? Well, yes, Pluto in Capricorn in your sixth house will actually pull you out of that and into the next paradigm, because by 2023 you see yourself as a master. You've really creatively put yourself together, and you've really done a great job, and from all these little bits of pieces in your body and in your work and your daily grind, you've really elevated yourself to a perfectly balanced, pure place of being. And this will happen by 2023. You'll feel completely at ease with your body and completely at ease with your mind and how it all functions. It'll be an amazing time. So 2008 would have been a time when you plunged yourself into health, some kind of seeking out the answers, some kind of paradigms, some kind of reading, some kind of paragraph, something that will give you the answer for your body, your mind, spirit. Perhaps you started on a big quest, perhaps you started some kind of a tuition or something, and you wanted to know how to better your life and your world through a regular understanding of reality. 2009 would have brought to you a big ding, and you thought, I know now, I've got it. And 2009 would have given you a lot of different informations and peculiar understandings that you didn't want to maybe know about, but then you assimilated them into your system and recognized them as yourself. Now, by 2010, this would have been a joke, and you would have realized that you actually don't have it at all, and you don't really know who you are at all. So all of these great revelations would have brought you to a strange end in 2010. In 2011, you would have found something to do, something that's big, something that's void, something that is beyond yourself, because the old paradigm did not fit anymore anyway. In 2012, you would have found different guides, different systems, different people from whom you greatly evolving and from whom you're really enjoying this process of evolution. 2013, you would have given yourself up to another. 2013, you would have given yourself up to another person to guide you or give you something, to really take you on a journey where they could help you or heal you in some way in order to give you a better system and better structure to your life. 2014, you would have died a little bit inside. 2013 would have given you that person, but 2014 would have taken them back to where they were before, or created like a void between you guys, or something happened and you just felt a little bit confused as to why it had to happen this way anyway. 2015 would have given you a person in your life. This is all persons who would have given you heaps of different feelings. Somebody who would have given you an enlightenment, but then an endarkment, and all these different fascinations with the depths, all these beautiful feelings that are all entwined, and you've got like a variety of different things happening in your body, in your mind, and you're really not sure who you are. 2016 is a really great year. It's a really great time to understand, actually, especially in the middle of the year, who you are and who you've come to be. If you are looking at your systems, if you are looking at your work and your health and everything like that, 2016 would have been a really great year, if you're watching this much later, to recognize who you have been and who other people have treated you as. How have you been working? How have you been treating other people? What's the system by which you operate? How's your body, of course? And how come you've got so many different plans for you, but not enough clarity, or not even just enough definition of what? Okay. By 2017, you would have found that everything is stinging or burning, and things are coming to fruition. Like if you had something dormant in your body, it will definitely uncover by then. 2017 is also a really amazing time for miracles and any kind of prayer for change in your life, if you really want that job or really want to heal yourself in some way. 2018 is not a good time to recognize anything as truth yet, but just to feel the miracle of life over you, under you, through you, and throughout your being, buzzing away. But don't refine it to one simple person or one simple book that's completed you, okay? 2019 is a really amazing time to recognize who you've come to be and just to be it, and to let other people's come to you. And 2020, you've got a few different things happening and too many different parties and too many different voids in which you can lose what you've done, and you can really squander squander away your makings, like your job. You can really like lose a lot here, but don't really don't worry about parties either, but just make sure you've got your finger on the pulse. If you're not feeling very happy about what you're doing, just let it go. 2021, don't worry about it. Whatever people are saying is not true. It is likely just to be fame, some kind of publicity for you. 2022, liven it up. Put yourself into a passenger seat. Let another person control you sometimes. Like, give them the option. If they want to heal you, they want to help your bowels, you know, they want to like do the finishing touches on the beautiful body that you've acquired in these years. Let them. 2023, not a good time for strife. Just enjoy it. Just be at peace at 2023. And don't look to any alternative medicines or any other worldly things, because this is it. 2023, you've got the power within you to be healed and to be healthy and to be miraculously working or doing that thing, functioning in the way that you've always wanted. Anyway, thank you very much, beautiful Leo. If you like, you can check out my website, subscribe, like, whatever you like. And yes, I will see you next time.